What's up, folks? It's your man Jay Will. Quick live stream I wanted to go ahead and do and just have a quick discussion. A lot of people have asked me about my, I know some of you guys are at work too, by the way, but I wanted to go ahead and do a quick live stream for those people who are available to chat for a little bit and hang out. So let's see if I can, let me see if I can tweet this out or something. There it is over there. Let's send this out. You guys are probably thinking, man, Jay, streaming in the middle of the day. Yeah, I'm streaming in the middle of the day. I was kind of sitting here and I was like, man, I guess I'm going to do a quick live stream and chat for a minute. Here we go. I found Twitter. All right, let's go. Let's see here. There we go. Now let's go back in here. What's going on, folks? Everybody at work or supposed to be working, or you are working? You got your phone down on the side with the headphones on listening? You get is that what some of you guys are doing? What's going on, man? Yeah, it's early for me for a live stream. It's actually 1:15. So I decided to do a quick live stream to just chat for a minute. This has been like the #1 question that people have been asking me, hey Jay, when you gonna do the flagship of the year video? And for those that know me, I don't do that until the end of the year. And it's 2:15 where you are. Okay, yeah. Let me see, and check sound check real quick. Yeah, I don't normally stream this early in the day, but I got a lot of stuff on my plate today. So I decided to go ahead and do it. And I'll probably stream later tonight too. The topic, though, is pretty simple. Most people feel like the Galaxy Note 8 is the smartphone of the year. And I'm not doubting that. I'm not saying it's not at all. I just feel like there's a lot of options out there. And, right now, college finals, woo-woo, yeah, man, that's good, man. That's good. Get those college finals knocked out. That's what's important, not YouTube. Yeah, I've been out of college for 20-something years, man. Whoo, that's I'm trying to do a sound check. Is the audio good? There's Perry, y'all. What's going on, Perry? What's going on, guys? I'm gonna open up the big chat here on the computer real quick. Let me pop this chat out if I can. Open a new window. That's not that one. That's super chat. I don't want to open up super chat. Let's see here. Let me do this. There we go. It's public view. Let's get this chat open here. There we go. There's the chat, everybody. But yeah, man, your finals are definitely way more important than YouTube, for sure. So I decided to just throw the U11 up on the thing. I was going to use my computer, but I was like, I'm just going to grab a phone, put it on a tripod, and chat for a minute, and then let everybody, get back to their day. 1:15 here, 2:15 where you are, 3:15 where you are, 11:15 where you are, all the different times all over the world. When I stream late in the evening, a lot of people that are on there say, man, Jay, it's like 8 in the morning here. I'm like, okay, well, you must be in a different part of the world. And they say, yeah, I am. So one of the #1 questions that I've gotten, now, first off, I don't have my Pixel 2 yet. I don't have my OnePlus 5T. I have really no interest in buying the OnePlus 5T, but the Pixel 2 is the device that I am so ready to. Everybody says the cameras are the best, that, it'll probably demolish all phones. And I don't doubt that. I don't have the Pixel 2 yet, but you will see a review on the Pixel 2. Now, I went with the smaller Pixel. For those that have been following me, you know that I like the smaller Pixel better. I felt like the smaller Pixel has better speakers and it's better in sound. And I already have a boatload of cases for my Pixel 2. So I just opted, let me go ahead and get that, knock that out, call that a day. Pixel 2 is the better option for me. I have a lot of big phones. The iPhone 8 Plus and the iPhone 10 for me, let me go ahead and say this, is out of the running for smartphone of the year. The price alone and the things that it does not have took that out of the smartphone of the year for me. So it's not that it's a bad phone. It's just that the 8 Plus to me is the better buy. And I put up a video talking about that, and people are like, "Oh, you're stupid. You know, you don't know what you're talking about. The X is the way to go." I'm like, well, that's your personal choice. The X is kind of limited. The iPhones are already limited. You know, and to have, you know, the gestures and all that stuff take over, and Apple says that's the future. Yeah, I don't think I want to follow that future yet. Yeah, there's a lot of people that told me I'm crazy. You know, the iPhone 10 is the best. I personally think the iPhone 8 Plus is the best, or the iPhone 8. Now, the Pixel is something that I've been I purchased the Pixel, then I had some things go on, so I canceled the Pixel order. Then my wife wanted an iPhone X, so I canceled my Pixel order again. And then my wife, you know, decided, you know, you can pull the trigger. I said, okay, yeah, great. But I got rid of my iPhone 10 and went back to using my iPhone 8 Plus. The Pixel is a device that I want to put in the running for smartphone of the year. What's going on, Gary? I see you, man. The Pixel S7, hey, let me tell you, Illinois guy, the S7, I hated to sell that phone. But it was just time for it to go, and I got a great deal for both, $700 for both, and I had those for almost 2 years. I think anybody would have took that deal. You know, my phones are in pristine condition, so. But S7, I do miss streaming in 1080p. Now, I can stream in 1080p. I would just use my Logitech C922 Pro, but I like to use a phone for streaming. I don't like to use that camera. I personally, everybody praises the Logitech 9C2 Pro as the best camera for webcam and stuff like that. I personally don't see it as the best. I think some of the phones perform better. But the S7 was my boss, man. I do kind of hate getting rid of it because I could live stream in 1080p right from the application and right from the camera app, but I didn't have to use anything. So that was one of the biggest selling points. And that used to be my camera on the channel until, you know, the U11 came along. But anyway, Apple's direction of a smartphone, you know, the future of Apple, I'm following them and everything, but I'm starting to get all these other phones like this, which cost like $100 and something bucks, and they are totally worth it. There's some of them have a drawback, like it doesn't have LTE, but it has 3G or 4G. After that, though, these phones are really good, and I've found myself using them. Like this phone right here is 4G LTE for the US, but it's a big phone, you know. This is the Xiaomi Mi Max 2. And, you know, a lot of people probably would love this phone, but it's a big phone, but I like big phones. So, I feel like, you know, smartphone of the year is going to be a little bit harder for me this year. Man, listen, dude, don't come in here with this. George, I appreciate your support, man, but you can't possibly believe that I can try to respond to the thousands of messages that I get. I get 1,000 of them. So now that you have me on this live stream, I'll answer one of your questions, and I'm going to pause for a minute so you can go ahead and ask your question, and then I'm going to get back to my stream. So I'm going to give you a few minutes to ask your question. Every time I start a stream or something, somebody always says, you know, you need to answer my question. No disrespect. Ask me your question, and I'll try to answer it right now. After that, keep it moving. So smartphone of the year is going to be tough this year because I have all the flagships pretty much. Again, the OnePlus 5T is a phone that I'm just not interested in at the moment. That doesn't mean I won't get it. You know what I'm saying? I could possibly get it down the line. I've already got some contacts and some things. I'm grabbing for the $500, but as far as accessories go, I've already started working with other OEMs and stuff like that. But the phones that are essential to me right now, and the phones that are important to me, are the Galaxy Note 8, the essential phone, the iPhone 8 Plus, the U11, and my ZTE Z Max. These phones are important to me because they're good in real world testing. And I didn't call out every phone I have, obviously, because I have a lot of phones. But I'll be giving you an updated video on my Moto Z2 Force as well. Been using these phones. I have 4 phone lines, so people always say, well, how do you use all these phones? Yeah, that's my boss right there. But I feel like smartphone of the year this year is harder because I have so many of the latest phones. I don't have them all. The Pixel is the only phone that I think is important that I don't have. I'm not saying OnePlus owners are not important. I'm just saying I'm not interested in that phone because I'm swiping my card. I don't get that many review units. But I feel like, the V30 is hot too. I feel like the OnePlus 5T is something I've seen before, and it's nothing that I'm jumping up and down about. It's just not something that, I'm excited about. I don't know what it is. I'm gonna scroll back through the comments real quick and see if I can find some questions here. What about the LA Phone S8? I will be getting that. Pixel Squad, that's what's up. Best budget phone of the year, Blaze Z Max. Some people are saying that. Let's see here. Looking for more questions. Oh no, I can't see that question. Some of the questions are kind of cut off on me for some reason. I don't know why it's cut off. Can you take down the Eagles flag? Man, can I take down my Eagles flag? No, it's very expensive. Very expensive flag here. I don't plan on taking that down. Sorry. The Elephant S8. I will be grabbing all those phones that you're talking about. I'm trying to. Something's wrong with like the chat, like in the thing, like it won't let me pop it out for some reason. I don't know what's up with this chat. It's like the window or something is messing up. How do you feel about legal S9 being an iPhone X clone, Android phone? Maybe you'll see that on the channel. Stay tuned. How much should I worry about the U11 breaking due to the glass construction? I've had the U11 since day one. I've got cases for it. I rock it without a case around the house. I've dropped it before. I don't think you'd have to worry too much about it. That's just me. Man, get out of here. I'm not going to take it down. That's Ego Nation. Why didn't I like the iPhone X? I didn't say I didn't like the iPhone X. I just said that I prefer the iPhone 8 Plus over the iPhone X. The iPhone X, I gave that phone a great review. But when I buy phones, I use them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have that many review units. So if I get a review unit, I'll tell you. And even my review units, I'll tell you. I use them. So the iPhone X was just too small for me after a while. And all the gestures, I didn't see it as a major change up from this phone other than the hardware. And the iPhone 8 Plus feels better in the hand. I got big hands. And even for people that don't have big hands, a lot of people found that they like the S8 Plus better. Now, the S8 Plus has the same camera technology. You just lose animojis and you lose dual optical image stabilization on both cameras. You know what I'm saying? I like the iPhone X, but it's $1,000, and I just decided, I'd rather save that $200 and put it towards something else, and that's pretty much it. So, the iPhone X is still a go. I like it. I will grab another one, but I don't know. So it's just a matter of your preference. I actually like the iPhone 8 Plus and the iPhone X. What happened to the Huawei Mate 9? They're down to $399. The Huawei Mate 9 is fantastic, man. The Huawei Mate 9 is a hot phone. I reviewed that phone. Some phones, what I'll do is, here's what I'll do. As a reviewer and a regular person walking around the street like you, I don't really have a budget for phones. I'll share my budget for phones. It's whatever. I buy what I want because this is all still fun to me. Once this becomes work, then I'll start setting limits. But right now, I'm still in control of my channel. I'm not a part of a network or anything like that. So I can pretty much do what I want and review what I want. So, what I'll do is I'll bring in a phone sometimes, keep it for 6 months, 9 months, then I'll just get rid of it. If it's sitting too long or I start to get really intrigued by something else, I'll just sell it. Let me see some more comments here. Does the Note 8 need virus protection? No. No, man. No cell phone should need virus protection. I don't know what that's about. Any guesses on the price of the S9, S9 Plus? I don't have any guesses on the price, but I will tell you that I obviously I'm gonna be covering it, so that's that. And I've already got some stuff in the background about that. How's the Moto Z2 Force holding up on the screen wise? Does it scratch easily? I have a tempered glass. If you've been watching my videos, I put a tempered glass right over it, so I don't have any scratches. And this thing is it's a boss. I'm just kind of waiting for some more mods to come in, and that's pretty much it. I've been using it, and it's a champ. It's a good phone. No issues at all. No 8 on Straight Talk. Has your mind changed about the Echo, for Google Mini? I'm not really interested in the Google Mini because I have 2 Google Homes, the big boys, and I also have, I don't show this off on camera. I got the box right here. I also got an Invoke. So I have bigger speakers. I don't want a small speaker. I have Echo Dots all over the house too. So I don't know. The Echo, the Google Home Mini is cool, but I don't, not even for 29 bucks, I wouldn't go for it. If I didn't have anything, then yeah, I'm not saying it's not worth 29 bucks, but I'm just saying, I just don't need it, I guess. Oh, let's see, more comments here. Do you still use the Note? Yeah, man, every day. It's a SIM card in here. It's some real phone numbers in my phones. These phones have real phone numbers. Real phone numbers where people call me and I SMS from them. I use the internet. I have real phone numbers in mine. I'm trying to get something for a question. Let's see, do you know A versus? Well, I don't have the Pixel 2X. I wasn't interested in the Pixel 2 XL like most of the world. I'm interested in the Pixel 2. And that's where my heart is going to lie. Did you upgrade Android 8 on the Note? No, I did not. I'm patient when it comes to software updates because I want to get the original OTA. What do you think about the new upcoming Elephone S9? I think it's going to be hot. You should look for that on the channel. All right, here's this person, George, who said I never answered questions. George, U Ultra versus Axon 7, when they are the same price? What's your question? That's kind of a statement with a question mark. What's up, Jay? I'm still rocking the Z-Max Pro. Z-Max Pro, still good, man. Still good. Sonos speakers are pretty good, but they're pretty expensive too. Jaden has a quick question. Okay. Are you planning on reviewing the U11 Plus? That's got to be like my top question. Yes, I am. But the U11 Plus is 800 bucks. And I've got $800 to give to other stuff right now. Other phones I would rather give it to at the moment. Which one would you pick between the... I have them both, so, I don't know. They both have their advantages. They both have stereo speakers, They're both good in their own right. I might have even done a video versus those, so just search my channel. I don't know. Are you a laptop kind of guy? I'm a MacBook kind of guy. I have a Chromebook that I use. It's I don't know where my Chromebook is, but I love my Chromebook, man. I have the newest. Oh God, I have the latest Acer Chromebook with the dual speakers. It looks like a MacBook. Yeah, MacBook's over there. But I'm a MacBook kind of guy. I don't edit on any other laptops. I don't do any editing except for on Macs. I have a 5K iMac, obviously you guys know that. And I have a MacBook Pro, and I have the Chromebook. I wish the Chromebooks were a little bit more versatile, but I love laptops. I like small laptops. That's got to be my only drawback from having the bigger Acer. If that was a 13-inch, oh, I would love it. Appreciate you too, sir. Indio NYC Vape. Gotcha. Try to get some more questions. So I started this live podcast real fast to chat with you guys in the middle of the day because the smartphone award, the smartphone for best award, that's kind of difficult to give because did you see some of the phones that I held up? I mean, I have pretty much all the latest smartphones. Pretty much. I don't have them all. But I don't have the Pixel 2 and I don't have the OnePlus 5. It's cool. I don't know. I'm just not really into it right now. But the V30, just the price. I looked at the chat and I saw somebody say, "Why did I get rid of the V30?" Price. It was 800 and something, 870 something with taxes for me. And after having it sit around for a while, I was like, I gotta get rid of this thing. I gotta get some money back out of this. So I got rid of that and bought the iPhone 10. That's how that transpired. I talked about that on video a couple times, but yeah, I bought that and got the iPhone 10. So that is why I got rid of the V30. The V30 was a fantastic phone. It's just the price and the front camera. Excuse me, the price and the front camera, no go. But smartphone of the year, what do you guys think the smartphone of the year is for 2017? Because I think I know what everybody's going to say. Everybody's going to say the Galaxy Note 8, but I don't know. A lot of people, you got to think bigger than what you like, and you have to think about the masses. You got to think about the masses. You got to think about the world would probably like this. You got to think about size of the phone. You got to think about price of the phone. Price first. You have to always think about price when you're thinking about the masses, when you're trying to pick a smartphone of the year. And for me, that's a huge challenge because you should see all the phones I have laying on my desk, man. I haven't begun to shoot my smartphone of the year awards thing yet, but I'd shoot it real. I don't do it weeks in advance. I do it like that last 3 days of the year, I think, and then I take a vacation and I hang with family or whatever. But there's a lot that goes into picking a smartphone of the year. You have to think this through when you're trying to do this. And I'm saying I'm saying people who pick a smartphone of the year. One thing you need to remember is the smartphone of the year is coming from that person's point of view. It's not coming from all tech reviewers. It's not coming from all tech reviewers. It's coming from that person's point of view over the phones that they've used, because they too haven't used every phone. No one's used every phone. No one's used every phone. And, and especially no one's used every phone long term. When I see a new phone come out and then people start ranking it really high, when the phone's only been out a month, their credibility in me goes down a little bit, because I don't think I can rank a phone super high if it just came out and I've only used it for maybe a week or two. It's not to take a shot at anybody, but it's just, come on, 2 weeks with a phone is not enough to rank it smartphone of the year. Or that's just like me. If I get my Pixel 2 and by the time my video comes out, I'll only have had it for 2 weeks, I'm going to rank that phone number one? No, I can't do that. I can't do that, because it'll be based on my experience. Let me go back and look at some of these comments here. So a lot of people say smartphone of the year is for Android is the Note 8. Some people say the Pixel 2. Hey, David Berry, how you doing? Are you planning on selling any of your phones on the desk? No. I plan on giving some away. I don't want to sell them. Best bang for buck, Z2 Force, $300. You're absolutely right. This could easily be phone of the year. Easily. It's got a lot going for it. Depends on the individual. That's what I'm talking about, Maestro. Phone of the year is going to depend on the individual, and there's just a lot going on, you know what I'm saying? So, Central Phone, $280. Wow. Hey, Clip's here, guys. I didn't see you, Clip. Note 8 is king. I'm just reading some of these comments in here. U11 is good. S8 after Oreo will be as good as the Note 8. I totally agree. I can't say your name. I can't pronounce that, but you're absolutely right. The Mate 10, best for me without a doubt. And I like that statement, the best for me. Yeah. Can you please explain me why reviewers on YouTube show more trust on OnePlus over HTC? Well, I can't. That's I can't tell you that. I can tell you that. First of all, you should never put your wholehearted trust. As much as you like a reviewer, do your own research. Do your own research. Always make your final decision. Don't take what I say. Don't take what I say and run with it and say that I'm to say all. No, I'm not. I'm just another person that's reviewing phones, and it's a hobby of mine, and I really enjoy it. But even my word isn't bond for reviews, man. I'm just giving my perspective on it, and I'm just trying to give you some insight of how I feel about it and what I could possibly, how you could possibly have the same experience as me. But that's about it, man. You're gonna have your own view on it. Hola. When is the last time I picked up the Axon M? I picked that thing up a long time ago. And if you notice you didn't see any videos on the Axon M, it's because I'm not going to probably review it at this moment. Why don't I do headphone reviews? Wow, dude, you don't know me. You must be new to my channel. For the people that are following me, you guys know that I am a headphone king, man. I do so many headphones, it's ridiculous. I do more headphones than you can possibly imagine. You got to go back and check the channel, dude. I do so many headphones, like over the ear, in ear. I do them all, man. You must just start following, man. Yeah, okay, so you are new. Okay, yeah, you need to go search because I definitely do headphone reviews. Oh, man, do I ever. I do headphone reviews like crazy. Man, I do so many headphone reviews, it's off the charts. Off the charts. Anyway, House Gold Candy Crushers. What about the OnePlus 5T for 2017? Yeah, again, I don't have the OnePlus 5T, so, you know, it's hard for me to tell you that that's going to be the flagship of the year. I just wasn't interested in the OnePlus 5T. Just not interested in it. It's just not something that, I don't know. I just wasn't excited about it. It's just the same old thing from OnePlus. It's kind of the way I feel. Oh, look. I think that was FedEx. Yeah, FedEx is going by. Dropping something off at my door. My front camera just went off and let me know that somebody was in the visitors protected. But, you know, the OnePlus 5 may be a hot phone, man. But I can't comment on it because I don't have it, you know. But let me see. Jay is the headphone camera. The Xiaomi Mi Mix 2 is nice, probably, but I have the Xiaomi Mi Max 2, and I think this phone is boss. I think it is boss. I think it's, like, really boss. 6.4-inch, 6.44-inch 1080p display. Works with LTE in the US. That's my Project 13 telling me what's up for the day. I just told him I'm live, dude. I'm live. But there's a lot of good phones that are. This phone is $200, man. That's a high phone right there. Yeah, it's huge, but it is beautiful. It's pretty much a giant OnePlus 5. I mean, look at it. It's like a giant OnePlus 5. This thing is packed, and the cameras on here are sick. This is one of the most beautiful phones that I have ever used, and it is powerful. I hate that I dropped it. After having it for, I think, a week or something, I dropped it and cracked the screen. But you probably can't really tell on camera, but I did a video on it. It's cracked along here, and it kind of spirals up. But it's still working 100%. I love it. Most of the masses follow the, this is Sean. He said, most of the masses follow popular flagships and budget and mid-range phones. And you're absolutely right. You know, people... Especially when you have to import a phone, the average consumers don't do that, folks. We already know that. You know, they don't do that. You know, a lot of people don't really follow the phones that are not in the U.S. And even though if they did, they'll pay less, and then they'll actually get a better value. But you know, the smartphone of the year. Let me see a question here. Janae, thanks, Jay. When the last time you used Axon M in your video? I don't know. I never put the Axon M on video. I never even used I never showed anybody that I had the Axon M. You know, I never told anybody that. But I had the Axon M for a while, and I just review it. Appreciate it. I try to be genuine. I try to be honest. If you see me in the grocery store, I'll say hello. I'll shake your hand, take a picture. You know, watching from Ireland. Shout out to Emma, man. Emma's another person that is probably on every video. Like, she's on all my comments. She's on some of these live streams. Shout out to Emma. Yeah, she's always here. No Data's best phone. But like I was saying, you know, there's people out there that feel like the LG, this little bad boy, is phone of the year. That's why for me, when you watch my video of phone of the year, don't take it as though, okay, well, you know, Jay, you changed your mind, or Jay, you said this, you said the Note was the best, or, you know, you have to take it for what it is. You got to remember, I have a ton of phones, and I actually use them, unlike a lot of people that I see online. Wow, Mike's been rocking me for 3 years, man. I appreciate the love, Mike. Appreciate the love. What kind of phone you got, Mike? Mike Morale? What kind of phone you got? Shout out to Mike, man. He's been rocking with me for 3 years. There's a lot of you guys been rocking with me for a long time. That's kind of a sexist statement, but I guess I won't even repeat that. Do a top 10 phone of the year. You know, actually, I'm actually doing top 5. Gary was right on point. I'm actually going to do top 5. If I do top 10, it makes it harder for me, you know. But if I try to do top 10, it's going to be very difficult for me. And I just can't. I tried it. I'm actually getting my documents together to do my smartphone awards or whatever. And, you know, it's tough. It's tough. I can't even lie. Yeah, Mike, you got the Z2 Force. All right. You got the U11 Life and the G6. You got some powerhouses over there. Top 5 is the way I need to go, because I have so many phones. I'll be sitting here, man, just it'll be forever, man. I don't think I can do it, man. I don't think I can do it. Just got my Mate 10 Pro yesterday. Absolutely love it. Oh, man. I'm jealous. I can get the Mate 10 Pro. I can get the Mate 10 right now. I don't know. I'm patient, man. If you've been following me for a long time, sometimes I waited to bring this phone in because of the price. You know, I wanted to give my money to something else first. And the Moto Z2 Force, I'm going to tell you folks, the cameras are okay. They're not like high end like I want them to be, or they don't perform as well as I want them to. This is a hot buy. This is a hot purchase. Even at $500, this is a great phone to purchase. The Moto mods alone, people think because this phone is skinny with a 27, 30 milliamp hour battery in here that it's not good battery. Those are people that probably have not used it. This phone has killer battery. Killer battery. 2017 good year for smartphones. Yeah, 2017 is a good year for smartphones because we have so many options this year. Why do they always talk about Samsung and Apple? I don't know what you're talking about. John Mooring is here, folks. Everybody say what's up to John Mooring. He is a avid supporter and follower. Some of you guys, when I see you, I remember you immediately. John is on like every video. You know? So I am telling you. Honor View is another one that I got my eye on. I've been preaching about that. All right, Jimmy. Take care, Jimmy. I've been preaching about that. What's going on, Orlando? I've been preaching about that for a long time. That is the one I have my eye on. 2017 is a good year for tech, period. Cliff is absolutely right. I did a bit of smart home upgrades as well. My whole house is a smart joint, man. I got cameras everywhere. There's a camera up here in the office. There's a camera over there. There's a camera in there. There's a camera everywhere. There's a camera in the back. There's a camera in the front. I got like 5 or 6 cameras throughout the house. And they go straight to security services. But if they don't make it in time, clack, clack. You already know what's up. Are no phones remain thing? But are you going to... that's my wife. Are you going to... What does this say? Home speakers. Like Google Home. Nah, I'm not into that. You know what I mean? I could do a speaker videos. Is because you can't really get the gist of it over camera. You sound like I have a high-powered microphone. Message the wife real quick. I have a high-powered microphone, but you'll never get the gist of it over a camera. You just can't do it. It's not. You just can't do it. It's not really. It's not something you could explain. You gotta. If I'm gonna do a camera or a speaker review, I want to do it in person so you can actually hear it and sit next to me. Shout out to Michael Saunders. I appreciated donation there. I never say things like super chat is open a lot. No, I didn't even know my wife. I hit her on a text message. You crazy. Been married for years, bro. I know better than that. No, no, bro. Definitely not. I already said sorry in a text message and hey, she didn't know I was live. She's at the office. She didn't know I was live. Yeah, no, won't be ignoring the wife. All right, Cliff, take care, man. I'm about to get out of here too, man. This is just a quick stream. 35 minutes, what you guys so far looks like. But I wanted to, I didn't answer your question. Apple is selling us phones with substandard technology and premium prices. Do you agree? Well, I don't agree because I don't think Apple is selling us substandard technology. Because the phone right here performs way better than probably everything on this table when it comes to day-to-day performance for battery, and except for this one. It doesn't perform better in battery than that one, but I don't think Apple is selling us substandard products because I have a lot of Apple products. Even though I'm pretty much an Android guy, I don't think Apple is selling us substandard products. I think that's what the media will tell you, or people that just hate Apple because Apple has that arrogance about them. I'm not naive. Apple has an arrogance about them that, you know, they come across as pompous. You know, I'm not stupid. And people say that people who have an iPhone, they're doing it just for status. That's all bogus right there. Those are haters right there. But I disagree with the pricing of most Apple's products. I'm not going to front. I've said it most of the time. I think that's all about a person's personal perception of Apple. And I even done a video, why do people hate Apple so much? I think Apple brings us fantastic products. They just overprice them. The only substandard product that I think Apple brought out within the last 5 years was the 12-inch MacBooks. Now, what they did was they brought out the Core M3, and the Core M3 performs well, but it's old technology, and they're selling it at a premium price. And so that is what it is. So other than that, man, I think Apple does I stand behind Apple's products, especially their computers and their tablets. Oh, fantastic, man. But the phones are the only things that I disagree with. I disagree with the pricing on nearly everything that I've purchased from Apple. But it's, you know, their products to me says longevity. I don't see longevity when I buy a Windows computer. I have a Windows computer. I have a built Windows computer too. But I also have a 5K iMac, MacBook Pros. But I don't see longevity when I buy Windows computers. Just don't see it. But the iPhones, I could sell this iPhone 8 Plus and make money off of it. I can't sell my Galaxy Note 8 and make money. I lose money big time. You know, I can't sell any other phone on this table and make money. There's people right now that are buying iPhones at higher than cost just to have it. And when I think about longevity, I think about Apple's products. Whether I like the pricing or not, I'm just going to buy what works for me. And Apple products are expensive, you know. It's just what it is. I use smart speakers. I actually talked about that earlier. I have Google Homes, and I have the big Invoke Boss speaker. What battery is better, iPhone 8 or iPhone 10? Battery life is always subjective, but my battery life on the iPhone, all of my iPhones last pretty much longer than every phone on this table, except for the phones that have like 5,000, 4,000, you know, yeah. And stock Android phones, like, I don't know, my battery life pretty much lasts longer than the Note 8, the Z Force, you know, the main flagships, the essential phone. It lasts way longer than those. I'm trying to get to some of you guys' questions before I get out of here. iPhones have half the technology than the Note. No, it doesn't. The iPhone does not have half the technology. It has no features compared to the Note 8. All the Note 8 is jammed with a bunch of features that most people don't use. The iPhone 10 is a great performer. The iPhone 8 is a great performer because they're pretty much like stock Android. The Galaxy Note line is packed with features that most people buy just to brag about. They don't even use all these features. They don't even use this phone to the full potential. It's a battle between these two phones, and it really shouldn't be. Apple's products are really solid, man, and I'm not like this Apple pro person, but Apple products perform consistently. I've gotten like a bunch of updates on here, and I'm on the latest firmware or software. I'm not on here. This is what it is, man. I don't personally have loyalty to any brand. I only have a few iPhones. Well, I have every iPhone, but this is the only one I have on the table. But my table is packed with a bunch of Android phones that are out of date. Some of them are brand new. They're out of date. They don't even have the latest software. And that's the problem with Android. iPhones are optimized very well. They perform very well. And people who say that is substandard. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just answering your question. There's no right or wrong answer. This is just my perspective on it. People who feel like the iPhone is a trash phone, you're just limiting yourself, I would say. I would take an iPhone over several phones on this table because of consistency with updates, performance, and I mean, have you seen what's in this processor in here is way better than the Snapdragon 835 in my experience. I haven't had any problems with this processor. None. Even my iPhone 7 Plus, not a problem. Some people have problems, but everybody uses their phones differently. So I don't feel like Apple's products are substandard. I think the prices are overpriced for what they're asking. And there's Android phones that cost $1,000. No phone is worth $1,000, man. Shout out to John Moore. He just said that. John says he loves Apple phones. He respects Android, but iPhones are best for him. He hates the pricing on all the new flagships. He says I don't believe any phone is worth $1,000. That's correct. I don't see why a person would want to pay $1,000, but I disagree with people saying, and I'm not saying you're wrong. Once again, respect your comment, and that's why I'm answering it. But I don't feel like, oh, you're talking about just the iPhone. He's talking about just the iPhones. Well, the iPhones are just overpriced to me. I think the iPhones are just overpriced. Other than that, the iPhones are great performers. It's not just the millennials that have iPhones. The workforce now has iPhones. They're just as secure as BlackBerry, if not more secure. They perform well. They break easy. They have better cameras than a lot of the phones that are out on the rear. The build quality is better, but Apple's pricing is ludicrous. It's ludicrous. They have great products. Now, can you imagine? Now, think about it this way. Think about this. Apple already outsells nearly every OEM in the US. They outsell them everywhere, right? And they're pricing the phones higher. Imagine if the iPhone 8 was $600. The iPhone 8 Plus was $600. You're basically, Apple's going to take over. Everybody's going to buy an iPhone. Because I believe that a lot of people who trash the iPhone or trash a phone, not just the iPhone, they trash any phone, they don't have it, so they're not using it, so they're just going to go on what somebody else says because they're so in love with what they have. A good example is the U11. People crap all over the U11 and they crap all over the Ultra, but they don't have them. They're just going by what somebody else says. So there's nothing you can do about that. As far as software experience goes, iPhone. Yeah. I think the iPhone software experience is solid. The experience on it is good. Yeah, the Mi Max 2, I've got several videos up on this. I'll have my full review on this probably next week. This is a solid phone. It's $200. I mean, it's freaking solid. It's awesome. It's an awesome phone, especially for media content. Obviously, this big phone is not for everybody. I mean, look at this. This phone is not for everybody. Let's be real. But the Mi Max 2 is a beautiful phone, and it's totally worth that price. I switched from an iPhone to the Note 8. Feel that the Note 8 is a better piece of technology overall. I totally agree with you on that. The Note 8 is a better piece of technology based on the features. The internals, though, nah. I don't think the internals are touching. The Note 8 internals aren't touching this. And think about that. This only has 3 gigs of RAM, but it's optimized so well that, both of these are $1,000. Now, my final choice, if I had to choose one of these, don't get it twisted, I'm going with the Galaxy Note 8 because I could use those features later. The S Pen is unmatched by any other device that has some kind of stylus or just any other smartphone when it comes to that type of stuff. If you make me choose, the iPhone 8 Plus is going down there. The Galaxy Note 8, top tier, untouched, beautiful screen. This device internally doesn't stand up to the iPhone 8 Plus to me, processing power. But overall, this is the better purchase. It has way more features. It looks better. It performs better as far as like the screen and speaker. Well, speakers aren't that better. It's a tinty speaker on the Note 8, but the screen, the cameras, all of that is better than the iPhone 8 Plus and the iPhone 10 to me in some areas. But overall, a phone is just a phone. You know what I'm saying? It's if it's not stock Android, I don't rock with it too hard. But I think HTC does the best at getting close to stock Android with performance. Now, you do have phones like the Moto Z2 Force and the Essential phone, but I just feel like HTC does better with performance being close to stock Android. But again, you know, people keep saying that the Note 8 is in a class of its own. The Note 8 is in a class of its own, but the Note 8 is still just a phone, man. If it can't make phone calls or get a good signal and the battery's weak, you know, all those special features mean doodly squat. They don't mean anything. You start packing too many phones, start packing a phone with too many features, you lose because the battery can't hold it. You know, the other person earlier was saying that Apple's packing some old technology. The Galaxy Note doesn't have the latest version of charging. It has 2.0 inside for people that they use those batteries to be safe. You know, they're not giving you all that they could give you for the $1,000 that they're charging. You know what I'm saying? We're losing on every front though. We're losing on every front because they're going to make money off of us, whether we like it or not. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. So when it comes to picking a phone of the year, that's what's up, Mike. I'm from Jersey, but you know I rocks with the Eagles. There's some people have been asking me, well, I never seen you talk about the Eagles since they've been winning. I'm like, what are you talking about? Every year I'm talking about the Eagles. For those that actually follow me, I think those are just new people just stopping by. They don't know me or whatever. But I'm always posting stuff about the Eagles all year long. I have a Note 8 and I highly agree on the features. Use them all. I don't think I can use every feature. Oh, that's Bobby Wright, y'all. What's going on? I didn't even notice you, Bobby. Nobody uses all the features on the Note 8. Yeah, Gary, again, I just don't see it. There's no way I can use all those features. Why is Apple losing in the speed tests such a good chip? Those speed tests are stupid. That's why speed tests, okay, and again, I'm not taking shots at anybody or any channel. Speed tests are dumb because who cares if an app can open faster than another app? That is so stupid. I used to do those, then I realized how pointless they were. Doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean a doggone thing. Every user is going to click on something, you know. It's just, I don't know, man. I don't know. I just feel like speed tests, speed opening apps, that's all dumb, man. Stupid to me. And I see those videos and I just think that is so dumb. Like, who cares if an app can open faster than another? That is so stupid, man. It's just dumb to me. I don't care about all that stuff, man. The reason I don't care is because I don't belong to a network. You know, I don't have to answer to anybody, so I can freely say what I want to say about that. It's dumb, man. I try to avoid doing speed tests because they are pointless. It doesn't mean that the processor and the device losing is bad. It's dumb. You know, I'm not saying your question is dumb, but it's just stupid to me. I don't get it, man. I don't see the point, man. It's no point in it, man. Because you know what? The real kicker, I think what some people are not focusing on, this. They're not focusing on why so-called mid-range phones are now better than so-called flagship phones. People are so caught up in brand and saying that Apple's the best, Samsung's the best, LG's the best, HTC's the best. When you do have phones like the Essential phone, that's hot. You do have phones from LG that's hot, but see, I don't review, now here's the reviewer side of me, folks. I don't review just phones that are $1,000. I don't just do that. I got phones on the table that's $160, $150 that are just as good. They are fantastic, but it depends on the user. It depends on the user. You're gonna have to eventually start trying to get the good deal on a phone again. Don't worry about how much the phone. I see people bragging about, oh, I got that new phone. Man, I paid $1,000 for that. Dummy. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not calling anybody a dummy directly. I'm just saying it's dumb to walk around and brag about you paying $1,000 for a phone when you're not even using it to its full capabilities. I've only seen a few people show what a phone can actually do. And I think Eric from Easy Computer Solutions, he did something like, I brought it up in another stream. He did something like he was making t-shirts and he was showing how he make the logos. He's doing all that from the Galaxy Note 8. That's kind of using the phone for its potential. That's using the phone for its potential for one area. That's something that if a person owns a print shop, He just gave them an idea to buy the Galaxy Note 8. Yeah. He just gave them an idea, or reminded them, oh, my phone can do this. There he is right there. Man, when did you get in here? I didn't even see you get in here. I didn't even see you get in here. I didn't even know you was in here, dude. What's going on, man? The stream, you know how the stream goes. It goes really fast. You can't really keep up too much. But there he is. That's the dude I was just talking about. His channel. You know what I'm saying? He did a video on how to basically do a freaking t-shirt. And I'm like, okay, well, I never would have thought of that. I wouldn't have thought of that. I mean, I give props where props is due. You know, I ain't no hater. The dude got a good video out. And the thing took off like 100,000 hits or whatever it's at right now. Because that's something that a lot of people might not have touched on. You know what I'm saying? And he said he did it with the iPhone too. So there you go. The iPhone can do it too. I got somebody here. He says stop waffling and read your comments. Here, take this right here. There you go. Take that, buddy. See you. Yeah, I mean, phones can do things, but I don't think anybody is using their devices for the full potential that they can be used for. Nobody is. Not even the best. There's too many features in the Galaxy Note 8 for a person to sit down every day and say that I use them all to their full potential. Not possible. I'm not. I ain't sponsored by nobody, man. Nope. I'm glad you like my shirt, too. Yep. Note 8 is my favorite. I don't know. The Note 8 is a hot phone, man. It's hot. No doubt. The Note 8 is a hot phone, but is it the best? A lot of people say it is. A lot of people say it's not. Do you play games on your phones? I only do the gaming thing when I'm doing a review during the review period. And then I really don't even talk about it during the review unless somebody asks me. Write a book? I already wrote a book, actually. It's not published though. Sponge cake. See, you know what? 619. That's another viewer. Some of you guys probably don't even know what he's talking about, but I do. He's a real dude. He's a real supporter because he's talking about something that only a few of us would know about and from other streams and stuff. I'm sponsored by that sponge cake though. You already know. Yeah, that's what's up. Yes, the Mi A1 is a phone that I highly recommend for a ton of people because it's got stock Android and it works in the US. Period. The ultimate depends on the user. But people caught up in hyping the brand. That's right. Namey K869 is always going to depend on the user. Always. Appreciate the love, CJ. Lindell wants a shout out. Shout out to Lindell Jones. All right, I see. Best phone with a headphone jack? Ooh, that's way too broad. That's going to be something like the V30. Because it has that DAC inside that's just a boss. And you got the Axon 7 that has a DAC inside with the... Oh, man. That's a tough one. It's a tough one. But I am rolling up on an hour, man. I just wanted to do a quick stream. And I'll tell you guys, I'm working on my Smartphone of the Year award. It's going to be a tough one. I decided to just do top 5 because it's too hard to do just one phone and say it's the best. Yeah, it's too hard. I hope HTC brings back the headphone jack too because their DAC in their phone is amazing and it has the U-Sonic headphones. Oh yeah. But yeah, man, I wanted to do a quick live stream. Appreciate the people that took time out the middle of their day, the early part of their day. I'm getting ready to go out of town for a little bit. So yeah, no problem, Little. Top 5 is what I'm going to end up rolling with. I don't think I can do just one. I can't do it, man. Yeah, Gary, I just know I can do top 5, and top 10 is too much. It makes it way too broad for me because I do have a lot of phones. Any alcohol tonight? Yeah, you don't know me. You definitely don't know me. If you asking me if I'm gonna have a drink tonight, I'll pray for you though. You go have a drink. But yeah, man, I'm enjoying doing this smartphone thing. And I definitely I'm definitely going to give you guys a good video if I can. And Now I'm gonna call my wife back because I text her. But yeah, man, U11 is definitely U11 is definitely in my top 2 for phone of the year. That's for sure. Which phone do I use the most? Wow, dude, I have 3 phone numbers, and currently right now I'm using the Galaxy Note 8, the iPhone 8 Plus, and the Essential phone. I broke my U11 SIM tray. I posted that on Twitter, and that's the only reason I'm not using my U11. I'm streaming with the U11 though. But yeah, man, currently I'm using the Note 8, the iPhone 8 Plus, and the Essential phone. They have my SIM cards, and my other one is the Moto Z Force. I think it is Moto Z2 Force. But yeah, man, I love you guys for supporting my channel, man. Hey, John, yeah, man, Michael, all you guys, I see you guys on the other side, man. I appreciate the support, and I'm just kind of reading the comments. But I do appreciate support for real. That's real talk. Like I said, man, if I see you in the grocery store from ever in your state, just say what's up, man. You know, I'll let me. Don't run up on me crazy, though. Just come give me a pound and keep moving. You know what I'm saying? Most cases, I'll probably be with my granddaughter and my wife, or somebody will probably be out doing the family thing. But yeah, man, I'm gonna go back to doing my YouTube thing. I'm slacking off a little bit. I haven't put out as much footage as I want to, but I just I've just been doing other stuff, man. I don't like to be up here in this office, believe it or not, man. I try to shoot some footage and get out of here. I really do. I try to get out of here. But I'm about to get out of here for real now, man, because it's time to go. It's lunchtime. You know what I'm saying? There's my Project 13. No, Morris, you are the best. Morris gets the shout out of the day. I think you are the best. You and everybody else out there who support J Will. Finna click stop. Deuces.